Vietnam wants to follow the other countries that legalized Bitcoin and trusts that the currency will be a game changer. The country wants to enter the crypto market and follow on the same track as El Salvador, hoping for a massive positive impact of the currency on its economy. So before we go any further, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon to get notified with all of our latest editions. It has been reported that Vietnamese government is currently working on making a legal framework specifically for cryptocurrency. The country's Deputy Prime Minister, Minh Khai, has assigned 3 departments to work on country's crypto framework, ensuring trading safety and high-quality services for users. The Ministries of Finance, Justice, as well as Information and Communication were ordered to look into the framework and project its content into their fields. These ministries are required to collaborate with the State Bank of Vietnam, the country's central bank, to curate the framework. And while the Vietnamese government is doing its best trying to set up a suitable environment for the cryptocurrency, there were still some details around the framework that weren't uncovered just yet and are still under wrap. And while some people are a little skeptical over the sudden legalization, however, the latest news shows that Vietnam seems to be extremely sure about crypto and its bullish movements along the way. In Vietnam, the Ministry of Finance is one among the other 3 agencies that would aid the country in adopting crypto, since it's the one in control of everything related to finance. And according to the latest reports, the ministry said it is going to be required to coordinate with other entities like regulators along with the central bank to make this goal come true. This collaboration is expected to aid the parties in figuring out the details of the amendment procedure of certain legislation. However, amendments aren't the only concern, as supplementing and promoting on their own are required and need a lot of work to achieve the inclusion of crypto into the market. This framework's release date has yet to be announced, and the Ministry of Finance will also be required to provide the government with a specific timeline for the implementation of the laws as it paves the way for crypto. It had already established a panel for research to oversee the entity's crypto actions. Since 2017, the Vietnamese government has been interested in cryptocurrency and was actively trying to invest its time and assets to get more people to safely use it and expand the user base after that. However, conflicts inside the government halted the process and were delayed. Following that, the Prime Minister approved a strategy in 2017 under a decision called Decision 1255 that gives the government permission to develop a legal framework for virtual assets, digital currencies, and virtual currencies. After that came the application phase, and crypto ideas were all over the place in 2018, since it was the very first time Vietnam would start implementing a strong basis for crypto. But despite this, there still was a difference of opinions regarding Bitcoin, which made the process of legalizing crypto way slower than usual. Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh has asked the country's central bank, the State Bank of Vietnam, to begin working on a pilot project in cryptocurrency, since the blockchain-based project is expected to be implemented sometime between 2021 and 2023. The Prime Minister saw it as a great opportunity to start right away without wasting any time. Reports state that this is part of the government's plan to develop a strategy toward a sustainable digital economy. And as this latest development comes after the Ministry of Finance established a research group, it became official that this group began an in-depth study of cryptocurrencies to start moving forward on legalizing the currency, intending to achieve legislative reform for the industry in the future. And while crypto trading and NFT use are gaining popularity globally, the Vietnamese legislation does not refer to such transactions and is only trying to fairly see how it can extend its arms towards Bitcoin. Yet, the transition of Vietnam's economy as we all know it nowadays offers a particularly favorable context for cryptocurrencies, such as payment methods becoming increasingly cashless and requiring data instead. And as the newest Vietnamese generation is steadily embracing the newest forms of technology like apps, QR codes, and e-wallets like Skrill for example, then the government won't be concerned about gathering the approval of the people over the development strategy. By the end of 2025, the government has set a target of reaching an annual growth rate of a percentage between 20 to 25% for non-cash payment transactions. What's more, an established 1 million Vietnamese are already using cryptocurrencies. This figure is expected to increase 30-fold by 2030, making the market profitable in the near term. However, cryptocurrency crime is rife with its currency thefts, regular hacks, and cyber scams. In 2018, the Vietnamese startup Modern Tech had gone off radars after scamming some 30,000 people investing in nebulous cryptocurrency projects and initial coin offerings. Investor lost somewhere around $660 million US. Therefore, implementing a legal device to manage and handle virtual assets is the current challenge for Vietnam's government. It would also set boundaries for abusive cryptocurrency transactions, which is the main concern. The legal gap reflects mistrust and confusion is the #1 concern for many global governments. Vietnam was unsure how to respond to the surge of cryptocurrencies on its territory. The Vietnamese government, like any other government that has banned crypto, has its reasons for why they couldn't trust the uses of crypto in the past, and this can be easily broken down to various factors. The most important one being the currency's immaterial nature and its unbreakable blockchain, since the buyers or sellers will be trading in all secrecy. This means the government will lose its state authority and will be removed as a third-party intermediate. For example, when you use paper money to buy or sell stuff, state-owned banks can control the transaction or trading system and monitor it. However, the crypto system doesn't allow that, and this could be both a good and a bad thing. It's good since the users will be securely protected from any threats, and bad if the cryptocurrency was used in something illegal. However, the announcements of a pilot project especially attached to the SVB underlines that Vietnam cannot ignore cryptocurrencies as it gains popularity and reports a high number of users from Vietnam. In any case, such a legal gap is risky. To minimize the drawbacks arising from cryptocurrencies, the government has tasked a research group which will focus on an array of topics to understand the cryptocurrency industry and to recognize the existence of cryptocurrencies by amending the current law to build transparent, predictable, and efficient regulations, to build responsive legislation concerning the high variability of the market, even though Bitcoin is at the heart of concerns due to its popularity among insiders and the common people. The market is much larger and more currencies are to appear over the next few years. To recommend structural adjustments by creating mechanisms to monitor the cryptocurrency market through skilled supervisory bodies, attentive to market conditions, to the emergence of new currencies and ready to respond quickly and effectively to the risk, and to recommend tools to these supervisory bodies, namely power issues, suspend or revoke licenses, regulate business practices, and report suspicious activities. To this end, the group is to search for laws already enacted by the US, the EU, and Japan. The long-term public, social, and economic benefits of any future regulations are many. Firstly, it will provide an opportunity for Vietnam to make additional revenue through taxation from the trade of cryptocurrencies. By defining them as exchanges of foreign currencies or financial assets, such exchanges, previously tax-free, may fall within the scope of corporate or personal income tax. In addition, regulating cryptocurrencies in Vietnam should effectively fight fraud and abuses related to virtual currencies, such as money laundering, hacking, anonymous financing, or other illegal activities. For instance, Japan opted in 2017 for forced identification of cryptocurrency users. Japanese stock exchanges are required to check and record the identity of clients, as well as keep complete transaction records. This remedy for fraud can be studied by the research group. Also, these provisions could address the government's attempts to sort out the financial order by its people, ensuring the safety and security of the cryptocurrency market along the way, as well as protecting Vietnam's economy from any risk during the crypto adoption. It will also ensure protective legislative environment for crypto users, which could clearly show that the Vietnamese government's attitude towards cryptocurrencies will slowly be shifting from passive recommendations and warnings to a proactive protection tool used thoroughly to achieve financial stability. But in the end, any regulations during this process must provide a flexible and favorable environment for Bitcoin and crypto investors and startups in general, as a protective framework is now being worked on. As we stated before, the government should also work on making the trading platform safer for other users rather than curbing cryptocurrency trade, since establishing an incentive environment for more and safer exchanges will encourage the people to actively participate in pushing their country's economy even further. Although some investors may cease their activities in the country, the emphasis should be then on the transparency and the predictability of the legal system, not the other way around. So, what do you guys think of the Vietnamese government's decision? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. See you later on a brand new video.